Hey guys! Hope everybody's doing well. This is Mrs. Gardner. So this week we have been talking all about before and now. So we've been kind of thinking about the past school year. I know it's been a little bit of a different school year. It's not exactly how we wanted it to end up. But before that, there were so many things that we came to school back in September that we have now done a great job accomplishing. There's so many things that we have done. So the book that I'm going to read today, and this is by permission of Frog Street Press. It's a story that I love to read every school year called Before and Now. So this story is actually titled the same as what our theme has been this week. So that's pretty cool, I think. All right, so this story has two authors. So that means that the ladies who wrote the words in this book, there were two of them. So you don't always see two authors. Sometimes, a lot of times, there's just one. Sometimes two. So the first lady's name is F. Isabel Campoy, and it was also written by Pam Schiller. So, like I said, they are the authors, which means they are the ones that came up with the words for the story. So, the lady who illustrated the book, her name is Carol Newsom. And there's her name right here. So, the illustrator, as you know, is the man or the woman that draws all of the pictures. And this story has really cool pictures. I really wish I could draw this well. So make sure you're paying attention to the pictures in the story, okay? All right, so the first thing we're going to do is kind of just look at the cover. Tell me what you see on the front cover. It's a little girl. She looks to be about some of your ages. So I would think maybe she's 4 or 5 years old, just like you guys. And if you look at her hands, she's doing two different things with her hands. One hand is doing this, and the other hand is doing this, right? So I think what she's trying to tell us is on this hand, she's thinking about before, and this part, she's thinking about now. So we're going to read the story and figure out things maybe that she did before and now. Okay. I'm going to open up to the title page first. So here's my title page. It's a different picture, but our title is on the title page. That's why it's called a title page. Before and Now. There's the author's names, the illustrator, and tell me what you see right here on the title page. It's two books, and one of them is called Before and Now. So we'll have to figure out whose books these are. Okay, all right, we're going to start reading the story. Hopefully you can see. Okay, so it says, "Hello, friends, this is our book." So they must have been the ones who had the book on the title page. We are authors. How do you think they look in their faces about being authors? Can you tell what they're doing? That's right, they're smiling. So that tells me that they are happy, right? So each of them have a book. And it looks like they're standing somewhere. Can you tell where they might be? It looks to me, there's papers on the wall. I see some pencils and some more books back here. Yeah, they are probably in their classroom. Because in my classroom, we have papers on the wall. We have lots of pencils, crayons, lots of drawings. Yeah, they're probably in their classroom. Okay, we're going to turn the page. The little girl's going to talk first over here. She says, the title of our book is Before and Now. So just like the story we're reading. And he's pointing. It looks like he's pointing to the title. Some more classroom items. Looks like maybe a block center. I see some blocks right here. There's a place to hang their coats. Do you have that in your classroom? We do. All right. Oh, look what she's doing with her hands again. The same thing that she was doing on the front cover. Before, Now, which is the title of their book. right, it says, before, I didn't know how to skip. Now I skip all the way to school. That is so cool. And at Elmont Elementary, Mr. Evko, our PE teacher, every year always teaches our kids how to skip. So that's a good skill. Can you skip? It's pretty fun to do. Looks like the dog is running with him. I see some birds. Where do you think he's going? Yeah, said he's skipping to school. She says, before I couldn't reach the cookies. Now I can do it easily. So can you tell me what you think that means? If she could not reach the cookies before, but now she can, yeah, that's telling me that she has grown, which I know you have too since the beginning of the school year. Looks like a cookie's falling out. This is a really important page. It says, before, I didn't like sharing my toys. Now I share with my friends, and they share with me too. So sharing is one of those skills that's really hard to figure out at first, right? Some of us may not be used to having to share our toys, but when we get to school, you kind of sometimes have to do that, right? Yeah, and that's the right and nice thing to do. So it looks like they're playing with some Legos. What else do you see? There's cars and trucks. Looks like some farm animals back here. There's some more crayons. They're having a good time. They look pretty happy. They're looking at each other with a happy face. They're sharing. That's a good one too. Before, I didn't know how to get my turn. Now tell me. Yeah. Raise my hand to speak. I wait for my turn after others speak. It's really important to wait your turn, right? Your teacher will call on you more likely if you have a quiet hand. That's one of our classroom rules. I'm sure it is yours too. Where are they sitting? Yeah, it looks like they have little mats that they're sitting on. Can you tell me what the teacher's doing? She is reading a story just like I'm doing. Oh, they have a little fish bowl with a fish in there. That's pretty neat. Looks like a fun classroom. It says, before, I only knew a few letters. Now, I can write my name. Now, to me, writing a name is one of the most exciting accomplishments that happen throughout the school year. I love it when my boys and girls, by the end of the school year, can write their name. It is so cool to see. So it looks like they're all practicing writing their name. Up here it says, today is Tuesday. That must be like their little calendar. It says, before if I cried if I couldn't do something. Now I know to ask for help, right? That is always something I tell the kids in my class. Make sure you ask me for help if you can't do something. Just like you would ask your mom or your dad or any other friend or family. Can you tell what he's asking help for? What is he doing? What do you see down here? So it looks like her hand is on a shape and she's pointing, and looks like he's trying to copy the shape that she is writing, circle. So he might be asking for help to draw the circle. And if you look at her face, she looks like she wants to help him. How do you think I know that? Yeah, she's looking right at him in his eyes and she's smiling. Of course she's gonna help. Before, I had trouble remembering to say please and thank you. Now I say them all the time, and my teacher likes that. I love good manners. It's always important to use manners when you want or need something. Please and thank you are two really important ones that we use all the time. It looks like maybe she's getting a drink. And the teacher looks happy. She's clapping. She's probably saying, thank you for using your manners. It says, before, I could count to 10. Now, I know that 10 is more than 5. So he has 10 apples here. He now knows that that is more than the 5 apples there. How cool is that? Before, I was afraid to speak if the teacher called on me. Now I love show and tell. I'm going to tell you what, that part is one of the most, one of the things that I miss the most is when we have classroom share day. I love when my boys and girls bring share day toys and we all get to play with toys from home. So can you tell what she brought from her house? It looks like some sort of stuffed animal, right? And I like how the other boys and girls are sitting patiently and waiting their turn. It says, before, I didn't put away the toys. Now I always clean up what I take out. And that's a really hard skill to learn how to do also. But when center time is over or when we have to switch to a different activity, it's really important to always clean up. Do you help clean up? Hopefully in your classroom and at school too. Looks like a writing center or an art center to me. There's some blocks though. Before, we only spoke one language. Now we have many friends because we speak their languages. I always tell my friends, if you know more than one language, if you know 2, it's almost like a superpower. I wish that I could speak more than one language. Looks like they're making a pizza. It looks delicious. All right, I think this is the last page. All right, let's read the last page together. Before, I didn't have many details in my drawings. Now, I am an artist. Can you remember what the name of the person who draws the pictures? Illustrator. Right, so they are illustrators. I love their drawing them. It's very colorful. Before, I wasn't ready to begin kindergarten, but the sign they're saying says, kindergarten, here we come. And they're so happy. Now I'm ready. This is going to be a very exciting change. She looks very happy. You guys are all about to go to kindergarten too. That's a big change, but you are ready. So keep doing your best. Keep trying hard. Remember all of the things that you learned this year at school and practice them at home. I had a fun time with you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.